Hello, everyone. Checking the volume on my other computer real quick to see if I need to turn it up. So bear with me. Okay, say something, me. Okay, say something, me. Okay, say something, me. So I find that funny every time. Okay, so I know the volume's good. Let me look at this one at 46. Okay, so at 46%, I know people can hear me. So I wanted to do a couple of things today. Let me turn you down because you can't see what I'm doing. There we go. Hello. Now you can see. Okay, so oh crap, I forgot. Oh, I got my distilled water here. We're good. This and me are fighting. So I want to get hairspray. And stick that over there. Put this here. Might need glasses. Put those there. I have stuff in the way, so I'm prepared. This is what I'm trying to get to. Our pearl eggs. I don't have my earrings in either. I put those on. So what we're going to do is, I was going to wait until I got some spray bottles. But I'm a very impatient person. And I really, really, really want to try to make some glimmer mist. So that's the first thing I'm doing. And then when I get my spray bottle, I'll just transfer it from this to the spray bottle. So that's not a big deal. Let's see. I've already done gold. Let's do some rose gold today. I'll use that. Okay. So what I'm going to do is... Remember where I put my permanent marker. That's one thing. I think that... Yeah, that's permanent. Okay. So she said you do about that much hairspray, and then we'll do that much water. Helps if you take the lid off, because if you don't take the lid off, you can't get the stuff in there. Okay. So we're going to do that much hairspray. Now the only problem that I'm going to see with this is I do not have like a bead or anything to put in there. Yes, I do. But it's not a bead. I know what I'm going to use when I go to use the bottle. Okay. Here's my distilled water. try not to laugh too much if I make a mess. Oop. I went just a tick over. It's all right. It's all good. Yep, yep. So there's my bottle of distilled water. Okay. Wait, did I say that? I need my eyeballs. Hi, Brad. Barry, how are you? No, this is the russet. Super russet. Woo. Isn't that pretty? It's almost copper. Take my eyeballs off. Okay. And I'm going to try just about that much. Maybe just a tick more. I'll just use that to start up with. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm actually doing okay. I'm having a good day today, so that's good. Oh my gosh, they're so luscious. So pretty. I'll show you here in just a second. This baby wipe is off. I was telling my husband last night about that spaghetti recipe, that spaghetti salad. And he goes, "Yep, nothing I'll eat." I'm like, "Yeah, I know, but I want it." So that's what I'm making myself this weekend. I don't know if you can see the color very well. It's all shimmery. This isn't the best container for it, but I was wanting to try this so badly last night. Let me grab my... Of course, I got my husband saying, "When are you making my cookies?" And I told him when I felt like it. I haven't made his cookies yet. He's a little upset with me. Normally we spray this, but I got my knife in here, so I'm just going to spread that around. Let's see. I have a paintbrush. Just paint some of this on here and see how it looks. Of course, when you spray it, it wouldn't be as dark, I'm sure. Oh, it has a nice shine to it, so that's good. So how's the weather where you're at? It's like cold and rainy here. Don't have nobody watching. Let's see. That's what that looks like. You can't see the shimmer. Oh, there you go. Now you can see the shimmer. So I quite like that. Well, I use that napkin, so that's why I've got glitter on me. But yeah, so there's that. I have now lost, there it is. See, I've now lost my rag. Oh, that was great. I just broke my paintbrush. Well, fiddly dee. That's just great. Hmm. Well, crap. That was not supposed to happen. Um, I guess I'll use that for a pouncer now and make a wand or something out of that. Or have another. No! I'll grab another paintbrush. And I'll try not to break it. Okay, let's see. Alrighty. I'm not sure what to use. Let's see. I think I'm gonna open these. And I'm gonna use. Oh, that's nice and deep. Okay, that'll work. I wasn't sure they were that deep, so. I'm just gonna use some Aleene's tacky glue. And put that in there. Not very interesting, but that's how I keep my glue. The bottles fit just nicely. Okay. Where's my pen? There's my pen. I think what I'm going to do is Flutterby. It's not a very pretty butterfly. That'll work for what we're doing. Okay, so now I'm going to take my glue. I'm going to put some glue in his wings. Like so. Okay, and then I'm going to take some of this hot pink. Now this is that stuff we made yesterday. Just sprinkling it on here. Patting it in. All over the glue. tapping what loose stuff there is back in there. Okay, so that's one wing. And let's see. I know my butterfly looks a little wonky donkey. Because I don't claim to be an autiste. Oops. Okay. Let's do this one a light pink. And I'm just pushing it in to the glue. Now, because I have two colors on here, I'm not gonna try to put it back in the same container in case the dark pink comes out, which some of it did, which is okay. What I'll need to do is find our bag of containers. I can't, so I'm going to spin around, grab one of my new ones that I've got over here. And I'm going to take this and pour it right in there like that. I must have still had glue on it, so take that, set that there. Take the paintbrush out from behind my ear. And then, okay, so that was the two pinks. I think I'm going to do purple. Purple next. Purple sounds good. Do purple. Make that a little bit more round. I got some of that pink stuck on my paintbrush. That's alright. And then I'm going to take this purple. Sprinkle that all over. Oops. I think my paper's worked. Good firm push. I can now put the lids on these because they are dry. I let them sit all night with the lids off, so they're nice and dry now. Sorry if I sound funny. Uh, my allergies are giving me a fit this morning. Let's see. Get these little ones up here. Pour this in here. Make a mess. That's how we do things. Take that out from behind my ear. I've got some of the pink on my paintbrush, so it's getting in my glue now, but that's alright. Let's see. We're okay with that. It's art. Okay, what, let's do some red. Like I said, this is the prettiest butterfly. It was just to try and use this. Just to see what it'll look like. It'll still work on something, I'm sure. A piece of mixed media. Something whimsical. Hi, Nikki. How are you? There. Let's go color the body in. Do. I'm doing good today. So there's our faux flower stuff. See if I can get it to where you can see how it pops up off the page. But there's our colors. I did the hot pink, the light pink, the purple, and the red. Oh, and this. Oh, it's not going to shine now. Oh, there we go. Can you see the shine? And it don't come off on my hands. I made some glimmer. I didn't want to wait for a spray bottle. So I did that first black line was hairspray. Stupid glare. There's another black line. That glare. Oh, okay. You can. There we go. That second line is up to water. So it's hairspray to here. Let's see. Do it that way. Hairspray to there. And then just half of that is water. And then I used the tip of this knife to about right there of the the Pearlex that we used, and it works. So when I get a spray bottle, I'm gonna transfer this over into a spray bottle, and I was sitting here and I was thinking, I don't have glass beads, but I have tiny pebbles. When I had an aquarium, I liked natural rocks, and so I bought the little bitty natural pebbles, not those fake painty ones. And I'm just going to drop a pebble in each little spray bottle. My mind went totally blank there. I figure a pebble should work. I mean, it makes a noise. Okay, so what I did is when I shook it off, I put all my other colors in onto that paper, and then I put them in here. So now I'll have a mix of colors. But I wanted to show you guys, I made, 3 more colors last night. There's the gold we made, that we used the alcohol inks and the shimmer. And it's not picking up on camera. I know you can see the color, but it's actually sparkling. So this has a shine to it. So I may have found it useful, There's that one. There's the lavender we did. Let's see if it'll pick up the shine in the lavender. No. Darn it. You'll just have to trust me. It shines. So if you want some that's shiny, do what we did. Take our Pearlex, mix it in some alcohol, and you can have shiny faux stuff. Wait, was that the no? This was the blue. That's blue. Here's the lavender, which doesn't look lavender on the screen. And they're all nice and dried. What I did is at some point during the night before I went to bed, I went through and I just used my finger and I spread everything around. Yeah. Because they're shiny. So yeah, this is the blue. That's the blue. That's not lavender. But that's definitely lavender, even though you can't see it. But so those are from our 3 oopsies. So see, our oopsies turned into something useful. There's the green. And I think that blue from yesterday got darker. So we've got that blue. And my Chunky Monkey glitter orange. And then my most favorite is that turquoise we did. So I wound up in total with 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 colors. So 11 colors. It took me, because I made the other 3. So I have 1 ball left out of 2 bags. And then these come 10 to a thing. So I had 1 extra. So that's at $3. I made 11 colors. And for less than an ounce, you pay $4 for 1 color. So I think I did pretty good. I'm so happy. Of course, now I'm seeing this. This isn't dry completely. Oops. And as it dries, it's like glitter. A little bit of it will come off here and there. So hey. I'm going to have to write these names down. That's just all there is to it. I remember Nikki. I don't think Barry's still here. I think he left on me. Jen, right? Jennifer? No, Joy. Oh, crap. See, I'm writing them down because now I'm getting confused. Crafty Kitty. Joy. Yeah. The other one's Jennifer. I know she's Nikki. But I know her because of her Harry Potter name. That's what I think of every time I heard. Anyway, so I was showing her that, let's see if I can get it to hit the light. Do you see the shimmer? Shimmy, shimmy. See, I can't shake it up in here, but because it leaks. Oh, that's why it's leaking. I don't have it sealed. Okay, now I can shake it up. This is what we were trying to make the other day. It's glimmer mist. I was too impatient to wait for a bottle. See, that's what happens when I get impatient. Okay, that was a better angle. This first line, I filled to that line with hairspray, then to that line with the distilled water, and then I put our Pearlex in there. And then I just used a paintbrush to paint it on because I wanted to see how it would do and no come off. So, yay! I was so excited. So you don't have to watch the playback if you don't want to. I made 3 extra colors. the sprays we did the other day with the alcohol. There's the lavender. I got it right this time. And then there's the blue. And then there's the gold. And I was telling Nikki, I wish you guys could see it, but it's shiny like glitter. So I wound up in Toto getting 11 containers for $3 because 10 of these were $1 and then 2 bags of the styrofoam. And I still have 1 ball left. See, that's what we did with it. Well, other than the Arabic gum that we added to it. And yours doesn't rub off? Because mine just rubbed off. Yeah, because that one flour soft we saw was $4.99, and then the cheapest one we saw was for $1.99. I was on AliExpress last night looking for spray bottles, and I found a set of 10 spray bottles. They're the 60 milliliter, which is a little bit bigger than the ones I get. It tries. No, it tries. Sorry. Mine just went. Yeah, they're 60 milliliters. They're a little bit bigger than the ones from Dollar Tree. And it was 10 for $3.28. And I'm thinking about getting some, but it said it'll take 60 days to get here. I don't know if I'm that patient. See, now I'm wondering if this will work. Yeah, I definitely can't shake that up. So now I'm wondering if this will work in that. Ooh. Huh. Let's. True. I mean, I've ordered other things and it said 60 days and it didn't take 60 days. I'm debating on whether, oh, what the hell. We got it made, don't we? So I've got extra colors or extra containers. Okay, so that's our last ball. I have to find my grater. There it is. Where this isn't dry, it's coming up. Okay. So this way, when I buy from Allie, it takes easily 2 weeks longer. Yeah, now I did have, I bought one dye. It was a fairy dye. I had bought a whole ton of stuff, and the fairy dye was the only thing that took almost 30 days to get to my house. And the reason why it took so long was the seller sent me an email saying that it was their fault. They had actually shipped it to the wrong person, and they were shipping me a new one. Oh, I was looking for that. It's like, where did I put it? Oh, forget that. That takes too long. I'm an impatient person. I'm getting my stash. I wasn't going to use these, but I can tell I forgot to do my hands. What did my... This. I gave my husband a hug yesterday. Oh, Lord, my earring just broke. Oh, that's weird. Well, okay, taking that out. I look like a... He goes, you smell so good. You smell like fresh, clean laundry. And I'm like, that's because I've been playing with dryer sheets. I'm not lagging or anything, am I, today? Because I'm not seeing chat. It says I'm still going, so let me do this. Oh, okay. Are y'all having bad weather there? I know how that is because, uh, see, I think it was like 30 something. Let me let me check my phone and I can tell you guys how cold it is. Let's see, Wi-Fi. Doo-doo-doo. Update. It is 32 degrees and apparently raining here. I think the back dropped off because I heard it hit the floor, which is weird because it shouldn't have come off. Really, now you're going to do the little. I just turned the Wi Fi off. You should not be able to give me notifications. Oh, let me show you guys the background on my phone. Ah. Oh, is it going to show up? Nope, because it's too glary. I wish you guys could see it. It's a wolf that's traced out in like stars and different colors. Yeah. Okay, I don't know why it worked for her. I mean, it does cut down on some of the static, but not a lot. Okay. Put you there. I think I'm gonna grind up a. No, see, I don't think Joyce. It only shows one person, so I don't know if Joy may have got disconnected. That's why I thought I was lagging because it went to 0. I know the great big bits don't. Color all that well. I'm one of those that if I try something somebody's way, then I have to see other ways that I can do it as well. You know what I mean? Because not everybody has the same stuff. So, can't lose that. I get this off without spilling it everywhere. Okay. And I'm going to stir it up. Now this is just the hairspray, the Pearl-Ex, and water. And I want to see if we can use it to color this as well. I wonder if they make an unscented hairspray. Because if you don't like the smell of hairspray, you might want to get an unscented. You know what? I think we may be onto something. I'm going to try to add just a little bit more. Trying to get these white pieces to color, and they're not cooperating. Yeah, this one has a real strong smell to it. I'll look to see which brand it is here in just a second. Okay, so that's our rustic. Our super rustic is the color. Now with this one, the bigger chunks don't look like they're getting covered, but that's okay. It gives it contrast, I think. So I'll let that one dry overnight. That's not what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for. That's really funny. This is unscented hairspray because that's what it says on the bottle, but it still smells. Oh, cool. This does have a sticker, so. I'm going to keep this bottle when it's empty, and I'm going to use it for something too, because I can peel the sticker off. Excuse me, I gotta get a drink. So now we know when we make our glimmer sprays with the hairspray, we can make even more colors. I got that styrofoam everywhere. But it's just so much fun making them. So now I have 12 containers of color. Still cheaper than what the other stuff is. That just amazes me. I'm assuming you could probably even do it with just food coloring. You know, add a little water to your food coloring maybe and do the same thing. Just let it dry. Because it's just basically, you have to have it wet and add coloring. I do know, though, that I've tried just painting styrofoam balls, and it's not, hey, how you doing, paranormal dolls? And it doesn't work. Good, I'm glad. I've got glittery bits everywhere. Oh. But I do love how it gives it texture. And yeah, texture. Sorry, my mind went blank. These flipping allergies are killing me. Afraid you guys can't see. It did. I mean, and who would have thought, just taking some styrofoam and adding color to it, you could get something so pretty, It just amazes me what some people come up with. I'm in the process of saving up to get my second dollhouse. And because I love doing dollhouses and miniature work, and I have a ton of dolls too. He has some pretty porcelain dolls. I have a box of porcelain dolls in my office. Now, do you repair porcelain dolls or just any kind of dolls? Cool. Yeah, I went to a garage sale and I found with my mom before she passed, and we found a bunch of the little tiny porcelain babies that didn't have legs, and I bought them all. I got them in a little curio cabinet. Yeah, that one that kept falling that one day, that one was flipping freaky. It was the first live stream I'd ever come to yours, and that doll just kept falling. I'm like, no, 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 no. I didn't see that. Oh, I love it. I have a haunted doll too. Yeah, what are comp dolls? I haven't heard of those. Is that like composition dolls? Okay. I wish I could reach my little dolls. I'd show them, but my part of my desk is in the way, and I'm too short. My husband had to hang them up for me. And the reason why they're in the curio cabinet, it's a little shadow box. It's about this big by this big, and I had I had just one in it because every time I turned around, it was moving, and so I put it in there with salt so it wouldn't go anywhere. And then at the garage sale, my mom found me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more, and I put them in there with it. My mom goes, "They're so cute, but they don't have legs." I'm like, it don't matter if they don't have legs. Why would it time you out? That's weird. Did it say you were typing too much? Because it shouldn't, because you're a mod. I almost grabbed my hairspray to get a drink. That is weird. Especially with you being a mod. Mods shouldn't be able to be timed out. Pull you guys up. Wait a minute. Wrong thing. Still not up far enough. There we go. Hello. Oh, I still have my paintbrush behind my ear. Huh, wonder why it said my live session timed out. There's my sassy cat. Hi, Sassy. Yeah, I knew you were going to start crying. You're very welcome. You're always here. Trying to give it a stir again. Still smells like, now with the other ones that we did that we used the alcohol with. Thank you. He's my rescue kitty. Hi, Sassy. Everybody says hi, Sassy. See if I can get her to come over here. She's not gonna come over here today. My dog that passed away a couple of years ago. Let's see, she's 7. No, she'll be 8 this year. My cat, Sassy, will. So 8 years ago, my youngest son went out to feed the dog, and he said, "Mama, Scamper has a kitten." And I'm like, honey, that's impossible. Dogs don't have kittens. And he says, "I'm telling you, Scamper had a kitten." And I'm like, okay. So we went out back, and there was this little baby kitten in his igloo. And we tried to catch her, but she took off. And the reason why we were trying to catch her is we noticed that her paw, there was something wrong with her leg. And so I called my oldest son. So my oldest son, his girlfriend, and my middle son and youngest son, it took them 4 hours to catch her. And they caught her. And I told my oldest son, I said, I don't want a kitten. Don't want anything to do with her. We could tell her paw was broke. And I said, I don't have the money to pay for this. Just take her to the vet and tell her you guys found her. So they took her to the vet, and my son's girlfriend called me and said, the lady said if you'll keep her that she'll pay for the first treatments. And I'm like, okay. So that's what I did. And they were going to amputate her leg because apparently she had been hit by a car. And my dog, I guess she wound up in our backyard, and my dog actually put mud in the womb because I guess where she got hit, it got infected and went all the way down to the bone. And my dog put mud in it and was feeding her dog food. And they found out that she was not even 3 weeks old, or she may have been about 3 weeks old is what they were guessing her age was. And so we didn't amputate her leg. I'm trying to get her to come here. Come here, Sassy. Come here, baby. Come here. So this is my baby. Let's see if I can show her leg. She's a calico, and if you can see her paw there, it bends under, and I chose not to amputate it because the day I went to have it amputated, he actually, okay, there we go, I'm back. She actually can use the claws, and I thought if she accidentally got outside or anything, she'd have a way to defend herself better. And the doctor said that would be a good, not to amputate it since she did have the use of her claws. So yeah, she's my rescue baby. And then we've got a cat named Dora, because when I was working, she was by herself and she was depressed. So we got her a kitten, and yeah, she hates her. But yeah, she's my pretty baby. It was a long battle with her, but it was worth it. She would sit at the back door, and her and Scamper would play at the back door together because he was an outside dog. And when he passed away, she mourned. What kind of rescue babies do you have? 3 cats, 3 dogs, a duck, and a few hens. Oh. I've got the 2 cats. We did have a dog. He passed away. I'm scared of ducks. I'm scared of chickens, so don't have any of them. Even though I do want some chickens. I just want the chickens for their eggs, but I'm scared of them. And the reason why I'm scared of chickens is I'm a city girl. I was born and raised in Florida. Well, I was born in Florida. We stayed there till I was 12. We moved to Tennessee. 3 border collies, all boys, and the cats and female cats. Ooh. Yeah, Scamper was a mutt, and he was the cutest thing. I wish I had a picture of him, but I don't. He was part Cocker Spaniel, Beagle, and Bulldog. He had the fur of the not that's not right. He was Cocker Spaniel, Bulldog, Lab. Yeah, that's what it was. He was Bulldog, Lab, and Cocker Spaniel. And from my desk hop would be his feet. He stood about this tall. His legs were like this, and he had the fur of a Cocker Spaniel. So he was so ugly, he was cute. And he lived to be about 16 years old, and he passed away. And my son found him, and it broke his heart, and he said no more dogs. So, aww. I come close to rescuing, I know I'm going to say it wrong. Shih Tzu? I think that's how you say it. Yeah, they are. And Cocker Spaniels are very good natured too. Um, Scamper had the best, best personality. My son took it really hard when he found Scamper, and I had actually, when I was working, this lady came into the store, and her dog had a litter of puppies, and she was a breeder, but she said that she thought her dog's litter might be tainted. In other words, it got hit by something else instead of a what she was breeding, and she was just giving the puppies away. And I'm like, I want that one right there. And I called my husband, and my husband said that the kids weren't ready for a puppy. And when I came home, my son was like, no, no more. I still wish I'd have got it. I should have got it instead of Dora. I mean, I do love my Dora cat, but I think I should have got the puppy instead. But I've had cats all my life. Well, I've had dogs all my life too. My mom and dad got me a dog when I was born, and he was a golden retriever, and we named him Duke. And he lived until, well, I was 16, and he passed away on my 16th birthday. So, don't know how long that is in dog years, but he lived 16, so. So I am in a a art club, and we are supposed to do a door. We're supposed to make a door. I'm a big Stephen King fan, so I'm thinking of making the red rum door, and then when it opens, I don't know if I want to put like something else from The Shining behind the door, or try to find a picture of, like, say, the clown Pennywise from It, and have it behind the door, and maybe where it says "We all float," something like, kind of make an homage to Stephen King with the door, because I'm weird. Did I lose you again? Bless your heart, you're having issues today. Okay. So I want to do the door, and I want to do the door from The Shining where it says red rum on it, and the door has to be able to open and close. So I was thinking when you open the door, have Pennywise behind it and maybe holding a bunch of the balloons, and it say, we all float, or, something like that. I want to do an homage to not the new Pennywise. That one's too freaky for me. The old Pennywise. Because I watched the new It, and, well, actually I love Stephen King. I don't even know how I'm going to do it. That's my problem. I've got so many ideas. See, hold on a second. So I'm thinking about making the door part out of foam board. But I want a door frame. I know that. And I want to make it, where it looks like it's paneled. I just haven't figured out how I'm going to make my frame yet. Because I want it to actually look like a door and open like a door. So that may be something we have to. I had a sketch, but I think it's yeah. There's my sketch. But I realized I didn't do the D backwards in red, so I have to put the D backwards also. But that's basically the idea of my door. And then I looked up pictures. Let's see. I don't know. Yeah, I can use any materials I want. I'm just not sure if I want to go and get the square dowels or if I've got something here. See, there's two versions of Shining. There's the one with Jack Nicholson, and that's where the door comes in. The one that Stephen King did, Red Rum, is actually wrote on a wall. And the one with Jack Nicholson has the twins. The one that Stephen King did, if you're not a Stephen King kind of, know much about him, he did one where it's based around a masquerade ball, and there's this freaky dog mask. I do not think my camera will fit over there to show you guys. And see, I thought about putting that behind my door, the picture of the guy in the dog mask, and then saying unmask, because that's the premise of the movie, is unmasking Danny's abilities, his dad's alcoholism, and all that kind of stuff. But then I like the thing with Pennywise the Clown too. I thought about putting the twin girls in there, but they're creepy. I don't like them. And then I realized my printer's out of ink, so I'd have to take the picture and print it off at Walmart. Because I'm not a good drawer. I'm trying to think. My middle son, I never baby talked any of my kids or anything, and I didn't shelter them from stuff. I tried to shelter them from Stephen King because I thought it was too scary. But my middle son, his favorite movies growing up was Christine, Langoliers, and Tommyknockers by Stephen King. He wore those videotapes out so much that we had to keep rebuying them. But those were his three favorite movies. Tommyknockers isn't that bad. There's like no jump scares, nothing like that. And the aliens are little green men, so I mean, and you don't see those till the end. Langoliers, it's not a scary movie either. It's about these little fur balls that eat time. Christine, of course, is about that possessed car. But for some reason, those were the three movies he liked. And I hated Langoliers. Hated that movie. I thought that was one of the worst movies. I have seen The Shining with Jack Nicholson. In my opinion, it's just okay. I like the one that Stephen King did better. But yeah, that's my thought process on the door, was doing that. But then again, let's see. I could just find a picture of a dog mask. Or actually any kind of mask, because in the one that Stephen King did, it was like set, the masquerade ball was set in the 1940s, I think, by the end of the month. I can't remember when Boogie Woogie, no, Bugle Boy, because that's one of the songs they play, Bugle Boy, from Company B. So the ballroom's set in that time period. So I was thinking about getting like a party mask maybe, and putting that behind the door, and then writing unmask. I may do that instead, because I've got, that's still playing homage. I've got some, oh, where did they go? I can't remember. I can't remember where I put them. I printed off some Mardi Gras masks because I wanted to paint them and stuff. I don't know where I put them, but I can print more of those off. I do have black ink. I just don't have any colored ink. I may do that. Have the door, and then when you open it, have the party mask behind there, and then say, unmasked. Just do a whole shining theme. Let's see. The wrong color. It looks like the door is either cream or white, and then red rum was supposed to be wrote in red lipstick. So I'll probably use like the if I have a red in here. I don't have a red. Ugh. I think I have some distressed crayons by Tim Holtz somewhere. I know I just saw them the other day. I'll have to find them, see if I have a red. If not, I'll have to try to find a figure out how to write it where it looks like it's lipstick, you know what I mean? But I figured that'd be a good thickness for a door. I'll cut this part off where the line is. But it doesn't look straight. Yeah, I bought a ton of foam board, so I have more than this piece, because I thought, ooh, I could do I knocked something off. I don't know what it is. Mind went blank. I was going to do the whole thing in foam board, but then I was like, then it won't look like a door. I mean, I know you can paint foam board to look like a, wood and stuff, but I've actually got like miniature hinges from where I do miniature work, and I thought they might be okay on here, but then I'm not sure. I don't know if they'll be too small, and that's the other thing I was looking for. I just saw, which I think I saw them in my glitter tray. Because, that's where miniature hinges goes, in a glitter tray. Yep, here they are. No, they'll be too small. No, my hinges are too small. I'll have to go buy some hinges. Or make some out of cardboard. Let me put my glitter up real quick. I'm sure that's how a lot of them are going to do it. Yeah, I knew what you meant. I'm sure that's how a lot of them will do it. And I don't know. I like being different. And we're supposed to make a little sign to put on the door. And it's supposed to say what's behind the door. So I have to do a video anyway on the whole process. Are you standing on my pizza box? You're standing on my pizza box. But I wanted to kind of get everything together before I did it. See, I even thought about using popsicle sticks to make the door frame, but I don't know. Hold on. Popsicle sticks. Yeah, I think I do a lot of miniature work. I know I just saw one. Holy crap. Okay, this one doesn't have any. Yeah, my dad got me. Oh, that's what I was looking for. There it is. They have this isn't a jumbo. Well, they have jumbo sticks. I think, that come out to here. I want to go to Walmart because I know they have the jumbo, and see how much those are. So that what I'll do is, if I can get the really long ones, my dad bought these for me. He knew I was making doll furniture, and I was using popsicle sticks, and so he got this entire bag for $2. But the jumbo ones, they're longer, so I'll cut the rounded parts off so that they'd be straight, and then let's see. I'd probably have to glue 2, maybe 3 together to get my thickness. So then that would, that would be my frame to go all the way around my door. And then, of course, I'd dye it or paint it. I thought I had jumbo in here, but I guess I already used them. Oh, crap. Oh. I dyed my lace. Apparently I knocked that over and didn't know it. But yeah, I'm looking really forward to doing that. And apparently one of my popsicle sticks landed in my water. Or, hold on a second, I've got another idea. Paint stir sticks. I've got this size, and I got this size. I bought these because I was making kitchen cabinets in my dollhouse. So, oh, cool beans. Okay, it's too wide, but that's not a problem. Paint stir sticks? You guys don't have those? We go to our hardware store, where you can buy your paint for like painting your house. Usually they're in the paint department. Sometimes you have to ask for them. I know some stores they'll give you some, uh, but and sometimes the ones that they give you, they'll have like a ruler on the side. I know they do here in America. They might have a ruler on the side of it. You just put that to the back. But these are plain. Um, you can get, I can get 3 of these this size for $1. I want to say $1.50. I can get a 10-pack for the same price, and they're the littler ones. Let's see. And the one reason why I got them is, let's see if it'll show up on camera. Do you see how it kind of bows right there? Yeah. I had just looked over there and I saw them. But I got them because of this bow. And so if you flip it over, I was going to cut to about right there. Okay. Then you flip it back. Okay. So we're going to cut it to about there. And these can be table legs, or I was going to use them. I was going to make a dining room table, and I was going to use these for the legs, and then some of them for the backs of the chairs. So that's how my mind works. The chair back wouldn't be this high. I'd cut it down just a little bit. So then you'd have a small back, but you'd still have that natural shape. So yeah, when I was working, I bought those, and then, oh, this pack's already open. They're not the same thickness, but that's okay. I'm just going to see if I can get my husband to cut these for me this weekend. Because I don't know if I can run them. I might be able to run them through my bandsaw. I'm not sure. But if he can just cut the top off and then cut them down straight down the middle, I think that would be let's do it this way. Yeah, straight down the middle would be a good framing for the door. Yeah. Oh, I'm excited now. So if I can get him to cut these for me this weekend, because today's Friday, right? I think today's Friday. Yeah, today's Friday. We'll do the door on Monday. We'll get everything together, and we will do the door. I've never been so excited in my life. I love coming up with projects. You guys are just so awesome to stick around with me. Oh, wait. Is Monday the 11th? Crap. Hold on. I gotta see. If Monday's the 11th, we may not be doing it. I think I have to take my dad to the dentist. Okay. It'll probably be Tuesday, because I think my dad said he has a dentist appointment on the 11th. So maybe Tuesday instead of Monday. But either way, I promise I'll do it this coming week. And if I don't have court. Well, Tuesday I don't have court, so Wednesday I might. So I'm excited. Yeah, and if there's anything you guys want to see me do, let me know. Give me ideas. I like this whole. That's one reason why I joined this. It's Hobby Dog Bay's Hobby Horse Club is what it is. It's because I don't always know what to make. Because I don't have enough people in my Facebook group to do anything. I know part of that's my fault where I got sick and I didn't keep up with it, but yeah. But I like doing things where we don't have to send them out because money is tight right now. Yeah. I think there's me and I think 3 other people in my Facebook group. Of course, it's not open to just anybody. I have to approve them. But yeah, I haven't had anybody join or want to join. Of course, I keep forgetting to mention it in my last few live streams, so that could be it too. But it's under the same name as my YouTube channel on Facebook, Yvonne Grubb World of Crafting. If you're interested, anybody who watches the video, I have to go in there today and post. I forgot to. But, okay, so we don't need these for the... I may need one of these for the door jamb. But other than that, I'll stick these in here. Let's see if I can get hubby to do those. But yeah, I had posted in my group. I said, I joined this art club. How would you guys feel about doing a craft of the month? Crickets. That's what I got. Crickets. But also, in mine, I don't want anybody to feel pressure that they have to send gifts or to other people or anything like that. It's if you want to send stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have mine set up where if you want to put like your email address and your address in there, if I've got, like, I have my email address, my home address in there. That's why that's why the group is set to people have to be approved. Is because, I have my home address and stuff in there. And some other people do too. That way, if somebody wants to send somebody Happy Mail, they can. If they don't want to, Now, I have Messenger. I just keep forgetting to turn my phone on. Because I need to keep my phone on so that I get my Messenger messages. I used to always do that when I first started doing my YouTube videos. Yeah, oh, it's fine. I'm in quite a few groups on there as well. Um, but I don't like, I'm trying to think of a diplomatic way to say what I want to say. I just don't go to them anymore because that's why I don't turn this on. I'll wait till after my live stream to turn it on. That's what I was doing wrong. Well, there was a lot of them that are very catty. There's a lot of them where if you would post something like your artwork, there's one group I left completely because I posted some of my artwork and the woman had the audacity to say it looked like a 3-year-old did it. And I'm like, oh my, it was my first time trying to do mixed media. And I just followed the prompts that they had done. And yeah, I left that group. I'm like, no, I don't need this. And I actually had to wind up blocking her. And I don't block people on Facebook. Unless you're just downright hurting my feelings on purpose. And I wound up having to block her on Facebook because she made she went to my Facebook page. This is before I started the YouTube before I started my YouTube videos. And she had made rude comments about other stuff I had made. And I'm just like, what the, yeah, I had to get rid of her. I blocked her completely. And then there's other ones who I don't get it either. I even put on there my first attempt at mixed media. And I was just like, really? Really? And she put that comment and I didn't catch it for like a week. And the reason why I didn't catch her comment in the group was because I was too busy deleting her comments from my wall because I got them first and I was trying to figure out where she came from. And so I was going through all the groups I was in at the time and I figured out which group she was in and I left that group. I was just like, I can't believe that none of the moderators, none of the people over the group saw how nasty she was. And there was no likes, just her thumbs down. and her rude comment on my post. And I'm like, no, that's just not right. So I left that group immediately. And then there was another group I left because it was just drama. And the other ones I'm in, I just don't go to them because I don't like posting, because they all do like swaps and stuff. And yeah. Oh, it did for a long, I mean, I cried. I told my husband, I said, does it really look like a 3-year-old did this? And he's like, I don't think so. They said, you've never done it before. He said, it looks good to me. Yeah. So that's why I wanted to start my own group, is so that people who really enjoy it can go post their work and not be criticized, because I won't put up with it. I've had my feelings hurt. I will delete you immediately. There wouldn't be a second chance. You know what I'm saying? You know, if the first time you said, to some newbie, it looks like some 3-year-old did it, you're out of there. But there's no nothing, because that can really hurt somebody's self-esteem. I mean, it really devastated me. I was not amused. And there's other groups that I I don't know. There's just some where, yeah. I don't want anyone to feel like their work's not good enough. Ever. Because we all start at the bottom. That's kind of why I'm loving this Amy girl that I'm watching, because she's doing this $5 a week build your stash. And so that's where I learned this from. And it's she doesn't talk down to people, Yeah. And I'm not out here, I don't ever plan on getting monetized. Monetized, because I'll never get that many people following me on YouTube. And I'm okay with that. I really am, because I don't want to get too big for my britches. You know what I'm saying? Because some YouTubers are a little big for their britches. And one of the other reasons why I went hiatus for so long, yeah, for so long, is I have anxiety real bad, and I and I battle with depression. And one of the things that got me was um, people griping about other people filming when they know that other people are filming at that time. And I'm just like, there's billions of people on YouTube. Why should it matter? You know, I don't care if anybody comes to my live streams. If they come, awesome. If they don't, that's awesome. I can't film anymore because my stupid webcam won't let me make just videos, so I have to do lives. Oh, thank you. You got it. It was hard to get back on here because after and there was like some bull. None of this happened to me. I wasn't bullied or anything, but my anxiety of watching other people's live streams while trying to do videos and live myself and listening to everybody griping about, oh, so and so's doing a live stream now and they know that I go on every day at this time. It just got to the point where I'm like, forget it. But then I got I got so depressed because I didn't have anybody to talk to anymore that it made the depression worse. And so one day I just decided to suck it up and fix my camera and get back on here and start doing them. And I figured either people will watch or they won't. And I'm okay with that. When I lost my job, thank you. I'm glad to be back. When I lost my job, the way I lost my job, I wound up I don't know what it's called. I want to say it's not shell shock. It was worse than the depression that I'd ever had in my entire life because I was so blindsided on how it happened that, yeah, I was traumatized. Yeah, majorly. That my depression got so bad that my husband would have to call me to get me out of bed every morning. And that's another reason why at 12 o'clock noon, sometime around 12, he normally calls. Because he wants to make sure that I'm still doing okay. I'm not, wallowing. But for about a month, I wouldn't even leave my house because of what happened. Yeah, depression's not. I've lived with depression all my life, and anxiety. Um, I used to be on medication, but when you don't have insurance, you can't afford the medication. So I'm not on it. I have my days. I have my moments. Um, but after seeing all these people, famous people who have been dealing with, depression and like, okay, the one that shocked me was Robin Williams. That one, I won't. I won't. I will never forget the day when it was announced that Robin Williams had died. My son came down here and he said, "Hey, did you see on Facebook that Robin Williams died?" And I'm like, no. So I had to look it up. Yeah. When I looked it up and I saw that Robin Williams had died, I lost it. I mean, because during my darkest depressions, I would put on Mrs. Doubtfire, or I would put on, any of his movies to make me feel better. And to think that he killed himself because he was depressed himself was just like a shock to me, and kind of opened my eyes about depression. You know, that it's not just, you know, us. I was thinking he always smoked for the public. Maybe smile. But yeah, it's when you see somebody like that who was always laughing, always smiling, always giving to others, and then to find out that secretly they were battling depression the same as me, it kind of breaks your heart, because you can't tell him, oh, you helped me so much during my depression. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's too late to reach out now, because we didn't know. And then I've seen a lot of some YouTubers that have been saying how they've been battling with depression and stuff. And depression needs to be talked about, because there's too many of us suffering with it that, you know, like myself, I can't afford to go get on medication and stuff. And, there's days where, you want to just sit there and bang your head against the wall. And my thought process of doing YouTube was to interact with people, because it seems like the more I interact, the less it keeps my mind busy, and I don't get the depression and the anxiety and stuff like that, if that makes sense. I know some people get anxiety doing this. I don't. Yeah, interacting in a safe place. And like, so far I've not gotten any, I haven't gotten any negative comments on any of my videos. I don't even think I've gotten a thumbs down on any of them, which is weird. Yeah, true. I never thought about that. Yeah, I remember that they were, what did they say? Um, the onset of, oh crap, what was it? He was diagnosed with whatever it was going to kill him in the end anyway. And then his depression from that. Yeah, he couldn't handle that. I can't. Was it Parkinson's or was it dementia? I don't remember. Crap. It's been so long ago. Yeah, or also it was one of the. It was either Parkinson's, dementia, or Alzheimer's. It was one of those three. Because I knew I was totally shocked. And nice to see you back, Joy. But yeah, my husband, he can he can tell a difference too because when I took um well, I don't know what it is. My mom passed away in 2017. And okay, so it wasn't Parkinson's. I'm thinking dementia or Alzheimer, one of them two. But my mom passed away in 2017, 2007. And I don't know the last 3 years, right around now. My mom didn't pass away in Christmas. Okay, she died in May, I believe, or March. That's so bad. Anyway, she passed away in one of those 2 months. But her birthday is December 31st. And I don't know what it is, but the last, yeah, I do. Uh, it's like when anything traumatic happens, it's, uh, was the last 2 Decembers have just, last 3 Decembers have just been really, really bad where I didn't want to talk to anybody, didn't want to do anything. And I think it was because I was missing my mom so much. And I was like, it just makes no sense because I can function the rest of the year. And then my husband and I were sitting and we were talking, and it always stems around, well, when I lost my job, we were freaking out because of I had to cash in my 401k. So when we filed taxes, how bad the penalty was going to be, and I didn't have my mom to talk to, and then uh, last year, or was it last year when we filed tax? Yeah, last year when we filed taxes is when I got hit with the fees. And then this year, we were trying to figure out how we were going to pay for not having insurance. And then thank you to Trump for taking that penalty away. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, and I think that's what it is. And what's okay? I don't want you to think that this. Okay, it's going to sound horrible no matter how I say it, but oh well. My mom and I did not have a good relationship at all. At all. You would have thought I was a redheaded stepchild, the way she treated me. And so I guess that's why I'm kind of a little baffled why I would, during December, I would miss her. But then again, it makes sense too. Yeah. My mom, uh, sorry, she died of cancer. But it was treatable. And she chose not to take the treatments. So she died. She had childhood leukemia that could be treated with a bone marrow or and blood transfusion. And because of her religion, she chose not to. And I respect her choice of sticking up for her religion. But at the same time, I'm pissed off. Because I don't have a mom anymore. Yeah, it's mixed emotions. And I told her, we had this discussion before she died. I told her, I said, I respect your beliefs. I don't have a problem with that. I said, but now putting the Christian side apart, you know, I'm your daughter and you're basically just killing yourself. I mean, to me, it's like to me, it was suicide. Yeah. Um, she didn't get to see my oldest son graduate. Uh, she won't get to see her youngest grandchild graduate, who is here. He graduates this year. God, my baby graduates this year. See, it sucked because my dad's mom, who was my last living grandparents, died 6 months before my mom did. She died of colon cancer. Okay, so my grandmother died, my last living grandparents. Then my mom died 6 months later. My father-in-law died the week after my mom died. 6 months later, my aunt died. Um, let's see. It was 3 weeks later, one of our cousins died. It was like that whole 2007, 2018. If my phone didn't ring and my dad telling me that somebody passed away, it sucked. It got to the point where I said, do not call me or email me again unless you're telling me someone is having a kid or they're getting married, because I don't want to hear it. I just don't. And when my aunt died, that's when I went off the deep end, because she was like a second mother to me, and it was devastating to lose so many people in such a short period of time. I never thought I'd cry on YouTube. That sucks. I don't know if I want to keep this video up. I usually do really good. I can usually talk about my mom and not get emotional and stuff, but I don't know. Today was just different. I'm in Tennessee. And then I think you said yesterday you were in California. I've got some family out in California. My cousins try to keep. No, you're in Texas. Oh, Texas. Why did I think you were in California? Who was in California yesterday? Oh, the Jennifer. I think it was the other crafty kitty something. I think Jennifer's the one in California. Yeah, it was Barry or Jennifer. I'm thinking Jennifer though. Crap, it could have been Barry. I don't know. You guys get snow in Texas? I know that's an off the wall question. Let's pretend you're in California. I don't know. You don't want to be in California. They have earthquakes and they have fires. Stay away from California. If they're right, it's going to fall off the United States, and then you'd be floating or swimming. It's going to be one of the two for California. I don't know if that's true. That's just what everybody says. But I know they have a lot of fires and earthquakes. I want to go to Texas one day because I can drive there. I don't have to fly to go to Texas. I want to see the Alamo. I want to go ghost hunting there. I'm such a weirdo. I want to go to all the haunted places in Texas. Do you guys get a lot, or is it like... True. Wait, you haven't had snow since 2017? Okay, I want to move to Texas. I know it's flipping hot and I'll probably keel over, but if I don't have to deal with flipping snow. Crap, it is, isn't it? I didn't even think about that. We got, I say, find some wood, knock on it. We got snow about 2 weeks ago, I guess it was, and it was bad. It lasted for 3 days, but those 3 days were bad because I don't know how to drive in snow, and I've lived in Tennessee since I was 13. But I've only had my driver's license since I was 25. So I've not been, let's see, 25, I'm 40. Wow, I've had my driver's license 20, almost 27 years. Well, they were calling for snow last weekend. Thank God it didn't happen, but we can get snow all the way up till April. I know it snowed once at the end of April, but I don't want no more snow. I don't like it. If it could just snow on like the yards and just miss the roads completely, I'd be fine. But the last snow we got was, hold on, I can tell you, because the snow was on the back of my truck. And I measured it with my arm. So if I measure my arm, I can tell you how much snow we had. We had about 7 inches, but that's what was on the back of my truck. Well, my dad bought me my first car when I was 16, and it was, it only it wasn't like, it was a fluffy snow, if that makes sense. So it, like I said, it only stayed for 3 days, 3 or 4 days. So it wasn't like a hard, compact snow or anything like that. But my dad had bought me my first car. It was a Cobra Mustang. And the clutch needed to be fixed in it. And my brother got mad at me and told my mom and dad that I had said I wasn't getting a job. And I had called my mom and told her I was going to be late coming home from school. But I'd be there in time for dinner. And she was like, okay. Sorry, it's my husband. No. Not my husband. Where did my husband's oh, there it is. I had went out and had actually got a job, and I was surprising my mom and dad with it. I was so excited, and my friend was dropping me off. Well, as we're coming up, it was a 1-lane road to my house, As we're coming up the road, we had to back up because my car was on the back of a tow truck leaving. I thought my dad was taking it to have it fixed. So I was kind of excited. And when we pull up in the driveway, my mom and dad and my brother are standing there. My brother has this shit-eating grin on his face, and I'm thinking, this isn't good. And I told mom and I told my dad, I said, guess what? And they're like, what? And I said, I've got my first job. I said, I start Kroger's tomorrow night. And my dad just kind of hung his head down, and I'm like, what? I said, are you taking the car to have it fixed? He said, no, your brother told us that you said you didn't plan on getting a job, so I sold it. So I was like, okay. Yeah. So my first car went away. And then I figured, well, I don't have a car, so I don't need a driver's license. So I had my learner's permit. And I renewed my learner's permit every year. But I never drove because I didn't have a car. And then it was shortly after that my mom and I had a falling out, and I left Tennessee with my boyfriend to go to Indiana, and I lived there for a year. And then he and I broke up, and I met this other mistake and married that mistake, and he had a car, and we came back to Tennessee. I didn't have to drive, so I divorced the mistake. Still didn't need to drive because I had friends that drove me everywhere. And then when I met my current husband, who I'm married to now, he taught me how to drive, and his aunt took me. Let's see, my sister-in-law took me, and I failed the driver's test. Say, my sister-in-law took me twice, and I failed the test. No, my sister-in-law took me once, I failed the test. His aunt took me, and I failed the test. And then I got pulled over. Hi, Barry. Nice to see you back again. I got pulled over by the state trooper during a roadblock, and I knew I was going to jail, but I was coming back from the hospital because my husband was out of town, and I had to take, at the time, our youngest had a fever of 104, and I couldn't get it to come down. He was like naughty. He was a little over a year old, and I was coming back from the hospital, and I was taking the interstate because it was quicker to get to our apartment, and I got caught in a roadblock. And the state trooper, I was crying. I knew I was going to jail and everything, and I gave him the hospital papers. I gave him my learner's permit, and he came back, and he was looking at it, and he saw the two babies in the back seat, and he said, I'm not giving you a ticket today. He said, you have 2 weeks to go take your driver's test. He says, if you do not pass your driver's test, I will write you a ticket. And he says, I will have it to where your license is suspended. And I said, yes, sir. And I went and I took the test, and I passed it. And I've been driving ever since. But my middle son, I'm making sure I was listening to see where he's at. He's off today. He's got his learner's permit, but he doesn't want to drive. He's scared of cars. He's never been in a car accident that we know of. I've asked him and he said, no, I've never been in a car accident. He just says, I'm scared of driving. And there are some people who are scared of vehicles, and I get that. Okay, Barry. I don't drive highways. Just before my mom passed away, I had to take her to her cancer doctor because I had a brownie, so I'm a bit hyper. Oh my, no chocolate talk. Remember? God, now I'm gonna have to go make brownies. Uh, um, we were going on. We had to go to the interstate, and I had never had a problem driving with the interstate. Um, until I was taking her to her doctor's appointment, and I don't know what it was when you merge on onto the interstate. For some reason, she just freaked out on it. Just freaked out in the car, and it. Yeah, there was no reason for her to freak out, but because she freaked out, it freaked me out, and I had to wind up pulling off the road while she had a panic attack, and then that had me all frazzled, and I had to figure out how to get off the freeway to get to her doctor's appointment. And after that, I yeah, I don't like the freeway. Now he may live in Call. Yeah, we were trying to figure out who was the one that lived in California, Barry. That's why she was asking if you were the one that lived in California. Oh, I wanted to show you guys this. Yeah, he's probably getting more brownies. I got this little bitty notebook at Dollar Tree. Let's see. I just had my ruler. It is almost 9 inches tall. Almost. Anyway, I got it at Dollar Tree. And I'm sure you can buy folders and stuff for these. Dollar Tree didn't have them. So I sat here and I made a ton of folders. And I'm not good with measuring. And so when I made my folders, they all stuck out about this far. So my husband, when he came home, helped me redo them. So I went hog wild and I made all of my own folders. And this is just cards. No, it's scrapbooking paper. Some scrapbooking paper I had. And I made little folders for my, and then I made some I made some pockets. That one's a pocket. And a pocket. And another pocket. And another pocket. So I made my own for the there's just a ton of them in here. And then I kept all my scraps. These are what I cut off. These are just when I took that hiatus, that's what I call it, from YouTube. I did all these. I don't know if that's upside down. These are just some coloring pages that I did. I don't know if you guys would be interested in seeing them, but I'll show them to you anyway. Just some coloring pages I did. They look so pretty on here. This was one entire coloring book. This one's kind of shiny because I did this all in gel pen. The shine's not showing up too good. And where they're blank on the back, I thought I could use these for like journaling spots. I want to make a journal out of these. I just don't know how I'm going to go about doing it yet. That one I really like. And I like this one because of the leaves. And then this one, I don't know if that'll show up. See how it shimmers? That's done with all glitter pens. And this one's done with all glitter pens. And then that one. But I went back to my Dollar Tree because I wanted more of these notebooks, because I thought, ooh, I could turn one of these into a journal using these pages. and they don't have any more yet. So I'm hoping when school starts that they'll get some more in. These are ones I haven't finished yet. But these, hold on. That's the back. They're postcards. So that's the flamingo postcard I got. And then there's a ship. And then that's a hummingbird. And I really wish I would have photocopied these before I did them. And then there's the shell. It actually goes that way. But I did all these with glitter pens. And I don't think it's very expensive to send postcards. You got a 10-pack of postcards, and it was either gel pens or crayons. I don't remember, not crayon, gel pens or markers. I don't remember which one. But I thought these would be cool to, like I said, color them and then send them out to people. And then my aunt sent me a coloring book from England. And these are the only pages I have left to color. I won't go through all these if you don't want me to. But there's another one I haven't colored yet. But these are the rest of the postcards. I haven't colored them yet. I'm gonna scan them. Oh crap, they're still stuck together. But make sure that one's up. But I want to scan these into my computer, and then I can print them off. So I can color them again. Oh, there's two of those. Huh. Okay. Didn't expect there to be two. Oh, he's the one I really want to color. Parrot. And that one's real pretty. And then the last one is an elephant, as my son used to call him when he was little, elephants. But I thought these would be fun to send people because I was thinking of my aunt. Yeah, see, I even thought about sending them blank to people. Because surely it wouldn't cost me a buttload to send these over to the UK if I'm just mailing it, because, like I said, it's a postcard. So if I scan them off, then I can print off whatever I want and then send out the blank one for somebody to color. All right, that was for me to print. But yeah, she sent me this little coloring book, and like I said, I took it apart because it was easier to color. But that's all I have left for coloring in that one. It was mythical creatures and stuff. There's a lot of dragons and well, that one has like surfboards and stuff. Oh, well, not even a frame. Surfboards and stuff. I have your email if you want me to, when I scan them in my printer, do you want me to email you a copy of any of them? Because I don't mind the elephant in the van. Oh, do you have a way to print them off? I didn't even think about asking that. Yeah, I can do that. Is that when I started? I haven't got an email from you, and let me check again. Let me check over here. But I wrote your email down from yesterday. Lived. No, I didn't get an email yet. I even checked my spam. Oh, there's my trash. My inbox. Lived. Hello again, Barry. Let's see. Give me just a second. I have it wrote down, but after the Y, was that 2 D's? Because I can't read my own. I can't read my own writing. Okay, Barry. No, Yahoo. That's why I didn't get it. At yahoo.com. Okay, it is 2 D's. All right. DD. Okay. I sent you an email, so then you'll have my email address. Okay. That goes with these because it's not finished. Trying to figure out what pocket to put these in. And I even thought about making a journal out of these because they're all blank on the back. So make another little journal. But for right now, I'm just like sticking them in pockets. and it closes. So I just love this. That was my idea for that. That I thought I'd show you all what I did. Oh, those are smaller. I bet those would fit on my teapot. Oh, let me grab this coloring book. I'll be right back. I want to show you guys something in it. I'm still here just getting my coloring book to show you guys. Okay. Whew. Okay. Okay, I'm still here. I was just grabbing my coloring book. Coloring books. So I wound up taking all the covers off of them because I had planned on photocopying some of the pages. So this one's just basically flowers. Can't remember what this. This one's just basically little shapes and stuff. Yeah, that's Sassy. She'll start meowing here in a minute. I think this one's all shapes also. Yeah, this one's just all different shapes. And I think this one is flowers. Yeah, this one's just more flowers. But I also got this coloring magazine. And it's different wildlife. And flowers. And then my dream catcher that's in there that I colored. And then it's just different pictures of different things. But my favorite one is this one. This one, this is the name of it. It's Mythical Creatures. There's my three-headed dragon again. And then I do that one. Oops. Two. I love how the colors are showing up on here. They're so pretty. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's stuck together. Yes. Oops. Is that two? Yeah, that's two. This one was really fun to do. I wanted to do like a dark version and a light version, so it's like good versus evil type deal. And this one was a lot of fun to do too. And all these are done with gel pens. Thank you. I like how they got the window in his leg. He's a troll, but they're living in him. The troll, him. Yeah, I wouldn't trust that troll either. Thank you. It's mostly done with gel pens. There are a few, I can't remember what the name of them are. Oh, some markers, but not a lot. Mostly gel pen. Well, thank you. Anna Thompson had this coloring book, and she was showing it to me. And I had to go out to Walmart and see if I could find it, and I actually got the last copy they had. He reminds me of a character from World of Warcraft. I used to play that game all the time. So that's why I did him so bright. That I so. Oh, thank you. I'll take a 7 out of 10. That one. This is when I really figured out how to blend my gel pens. So now you'll see where I learned how to blend them. And I found it out by mistake, but I think it makes them look, I don't know, better, if that's. But that's just my opinion. I mean, this one I haven't finished yet. I still have a little bit more to do, but there it is. I don't mind showing it. I still have to do some of the manta rays and some of the bubbles and some of the rocks still, but for the most part that one's done. And like I said, oh, thank you. That does mean a lot to me. And I still have a ton more pages to go. But that's what I did when I took that was my therapy for me when I was not doing YouTube videos. And there's a werewolf. This one's gonna be real fun to do too. Let's see. That one's gonna be a lot of fun. The Minotaur, that's part tree. Yeah, hobbies are very healthy. And then more dragons. Oh, this one's going to be a lot of fun also. The Medusa. She not gorgeous? I can't wait to paint that one. Or color that one. Yeah, but that's the name of the book. Again. That's who it's by. And then that's the name of it. It says it costs $14, but I didn't pay $14 for this. I paid like $2. Walmart sells this guy's stuff, or it could be a girl, I don't know. But he puts out coloring books every so often. It says if you type this name in and .com, it'll take you to his web page. And the paper's real thick too, which is nice. But I started out with markers and stuff, and I realized real quick that the markers and some of the paints I used bleed through. So that's why I switched to the gel pens. So some of this is gel pen and marker, but then I went strictly to just gel pen near the end. I didn't know if you had saw the owl that I did in another coloring book. Yes. It's my flutterby. When I was going through my mom's art supplies, I found a butterfly she painted, and so I had it tattooed on my arm. Those are the colors she used and everything. So, thank you. It's covering up another tattoo that I had also. And you can't see it, but I've got eyeliner tattooed on my eyes too. So those are the only tattoos I have. That's not going to sit there. So I have to put it down here. Well, apparently I've been on here for another 3 hours today. So I need to also go and have some lunch because I've not had any lunch yet. So, and it's almost 1 o'clock and my stomach's going hungry. So, like I said, I think Monday I have to take my dad to the dentist. So I doubt I'll be on Monday, but I should be on Tuesday. And Tuesday we're gonna build our door. So we will work on that and chat some more. So yeah, I guess that's it for today. Bye, everybody. Thank you for coming. So bye from Tennessee.